Today, we're going to be talking about gold. We're going to be picking up from where we left off, which was what we talked about last week, Monday. So we're just going to pick up from where we what we discussed back then, and obviously how it can help us in terms of with today's analysis, which the aim is to guide for this week at the bare minimum as to what we kind of need to do, what we need to think about, and some of the moves that may present itself in the coming days, right? So with that said and done, if you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, you turn on the notification, and you drop us a like, because I believe the content I'm going to be sharing with you today, you're going to find useful. And the whole idea with me making content like this is to kind of point out things that you may not have seen yourself, right? In regards to what market is doing, how market is doing it. So it's useful to keep yourself updated in terms of the overall analysis that I'm going to be sharing with you. So with that said, we're just going to get straight into the business of the day, right? In regards to what gold is doing right now, I'm going to be saying that when I look at it, how it looks now, okay, I'm of the mindset that gold is going to be doing some kind of a retracement. It feels like it's going to be doing some kind of a retracement, right? That's the kind of vibe that I'm getting off just by looking at it, right? And obviously it's easy to say that because it's coming downwards, right? Gold is coming down. So let's go into the hour and then just see if that supports it. Because remember, although the hour indication on the hour is still quite good, it's usually the higher time frame that gives us the best indication as to what we really need to be looking out for. So when we go into the hour, okay, we can kind of say that my concept of saying, okay, gold is going to be doing some type of pullback, you can say it's founded in logic, right? You can say that, okay, right, what I'm saying here makes a bit of sense, but it's not enough, right? So we've got the first look, which is if you go to the day, right? So if you go to the day and we look at it from how it looks on a day, right? The overall trajectory of market is going up, right? In terms of the last couple of days of candles, it's been moving in this direction upwards, right? However, due to how this candle is looking over here, right, I've turned around and I've said that I believe market is going to be going downwards, right? And this is without applying anything on there. Where I'm going to apply trend lines and all the other cool stuff that we use to help us determine what direction market is going to go in, to kind of figure out if I'm right or if I'm wrong, or whatever the case may be. We should be able to come up with some type of actionable plan in regards to what gold is doing now. So we're going to jump back into the hour again. And then at this point, this is where we're going to factor in some key areas that is going to be important. So you already know what these levels are already, because I talk about them for long enough, right? And these are all the low value node areas in regards to what market is currently doing, right? And this is off the volume profile. So we have so the volume profile itself, price right now is above the high value area. So it's here right now. This is the low value area of the high value area. And this bottom, whoops, actually, I don't think I need this. I'm trying. Okay, so much better. So this area right here is the high value area of gold right now. All business has been done in this level. If you want to get bullish on gold, you would have wanted to have that position somewhere in this zone. Okay, this area here is a low value area, but we don't have any orders sitting there as of yet. All the orders are currently sitting up here, right? So all the orders are sitting up here and sitting inside of the high value area. So now that we've gotten that cleared up, because the reason why I had to explain it again, just in case you're brand new, you just stumbled across this channel, okay, when I'm talking about high value areas, low value areas, at least you have some kind of idea what I'm referring to, and I'm referring to the volume profile. So with that said and done, now we're going to draw a trend line up here to see exactly what's going on, right? Because what this trend line is going to help us with is going to help us plan what we need to do should an opportunity present itself. And the first thing is that first off, we've got price looking like it wants to come back into this low value node area, okay? So we'll want to see a bounce from up here to consider riding it back to the upside. At the same time, if we get a close below this level over here, it's fair to assume price wants to come down. So just to highlight this area, for you guys, right? This is this area right here, okay? That is this area right here. So let me just put a little label on that. So if price closes below this level right here, it's fair to assume it wants to go down, but remember, it's going to be inside a low value node, so it could still bounce from this area and fly up even if it closes below this. We're going to need this close under here for a total confirmation, and even a stronger confirmation is if we get price back at the top side of the high value area of the volume profile. So that would be this area right here. So this is just under the high side of the high value area of the volume profile. And just to illustrate that, this whole entire area right here is the high value area of the volume profile. It's the high value area. So if we get price up here, it's fair to assume we might see it down here. So that's going to be, for example, gold coming down to $2,600, right? Can gold do that? Absolutely, right? Would there be an insane amount of buying pressure should gold find itself at 2,600? Absolutely, right? Is it something that could happen? It definitely can, right? And should we be mindful of that idea? We absolutely should be, right? We absolutely should be. But first things first, let's look at things on a smaller scale first, right? Gold making its way from where it is all the way down here is at least a couple of months in the making, by my opinion, by my estimates. Obviously, some may differ in terms of what they think it could happen. Some will be like, okay, gold cannot do a pullback like that. It can, and it has done pullbacks like that before. For example, there was a couple years where gold just ranged for a long time. Look, this is it right here. So a pullback down here might seem not possible, but it is very possible. And we can kind of see that took place around here. That took place here, right? Where for the longest amount of time, so going back from what? Let's say from 2020 to 2024, so 4 years, gold just ranged, right? It just ranged. So it can do that. It can come in here and just range in here for a couple years before it decides to blast off again. So it coming down to $2,600 is very plausible. And in this move at the high side, so this is us going all the way back, right? A couple years, right? Gold hit the all-time high back then of 2,000. So it did $2,000, okay? But it also went down to as low as 1,600, give or take, right? So what I'm saying up here is plausible. It might seem far-fetched, especially if you're bullish, but it definitely is plausible, and you want to factor that in, because the more things you consider in regards to market behavior and market movements, the better your analysis and your logic will be when it comes to actually trading the market, right? That's what I've come to realize to be true. So as it stands, so that's what we're going to be waiting for right now. I mean, if I was to get into gold today, I would be looking for a selling position, right? I'll be looking to sell gold just because off the rip, it looks like it's falling down. But what I would want to do, the sensible thing to do is actually to wait till tomorrow, right? To see exactly where it comes in comparison to this zone right here, okay? Because I could sell it right now and it will fly down a little bit only for it to reverse and turn around. And if I'm not really paying attention, I'm going to find myself holding the bag, right? So I would want to wait till tomorrow to get actual confirmation that this is the direction that it's going in, at least for the next couple days, right? And then I'll tap into that. That's how I would run it, okay? So now we're going to go into the other part of the analysis, which is where we want to find where the weekly highs and the weekly lows are, okay, for last week, because that is going to also help us determine what we need to be looking for. So, okay, so that's that right here. All right, so it's fair to assume last week, Tuesday, right? So I did the video on the Monday. We had price coming to tap into the high side of the high value area before leaving to make his to go into the low value area, which is where it is at right now. So this was the move, right, on Tuesday. So we did the video on the Monday, as we always do, right? So we had the low come in on the Tuesday. And then we had the high come in on the Friday. That there would have been a beautiful trade. So shout out to everyone that got that trade. So if you was one of the individuals that got that trade, well done to you, and you was able to hold to the end of market. Well done to you. Well done to you. Well done. Well done. Definitely, I got to give a shout out for a really good execution there. You know what I mean? That was a good play. So anyways, right. So weekly low, we're looking at 2,000. No, sorry, not 2,000. We're looking at 3,204.30. So that's what we're looking at for gold's weekly low of last week, and the weekly high of last week is 3,366.35, right? That would be cooler if it rounded off to 36 cents. So then we would have gotten, you know what I mean, the magic numbers, XRP numbers, as I like to call it. Right. So yeah, so that was the weekly high. So at the moment, as it stands, price is moving away from last week's weekly high, and looks like it could be heading towards the weekly low of last week. So this was last week's weekly high. It's moving away because today's Monday. It's moving away from that. I'm off the mindset that market is going to be selling off, not in a major way, just the overall, just the direction on the macro, which is for the next couple days at least. I believe, based on what I was looking at, that it's going to be selling off, right? But however, this is where I've applied the countermeasures. Countermeasure here is, let's not get too excited until we get 2,276 close, right? Price is below that. Then we need price to come below. We need price to come below 2,231.55. That there is where we can say, okay, it's looking good for a sell. Then once the weekly low is taken out, looking at where the weekly low actually is, which is inside of the high value area, top side of the high value area, this is when the sales is going to start to look attractive. And at this point, we're looking at 3,204.30, right? This is when it's going to look attractive. As it stands now, this is kind of giving me the vibe of more patience. Like, you need to exercise patience in this area. Okay. So with that all said, that's going to be my calls for gold for this week, right? What I'm looking for, where all the moves I plan on making and how I plan on making them. Now, if you stayed with me all the way up until now, I believe you definitely owe me a subscribe. Why? I've poured my heart out for you guys to help you get to the bag, because I'm working on getting to the bag daily, right? I'm unrelenting on this quest, right? So if you do hit the subscribe button, you do turn on the notification, and you do drop us a like, every time I drop a video, you'll be the first to see it. And with all of that said and done, I will see you all on the next one.